is now back live from the
Live
roots,
on
Trenchtown
Twitch.
rockin' on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube, Ricker and Bond. Just type that baby in and Twitch Ricker and Bond. uh,
YouTube, Twitch, OnlyFans Live, Pornhub Live, Premium,
I was feeling
Ricker and Bond
nostalgic.
Affair.
I was going through old Ricker and Bond episodes. I was listening to the Eviction Epi, classic, platinum,
Yeah.
great chapter in everybody's lives and the viewers as well. And I was also going through YouTube Ricker and Bond on the Adobe House channel, and there was full episodes. And I think full episodes is something that is fun for a content maker and content consumer.
Yeah. Oh man. If I had only known about um features that let you do captions automatically back then, I would have been a very happy boy. But
Yeah,
instead I was typing them out by
After
myself.
Effects has auto captioning now, right? Or Premiere rather.
Premiere does now, yeah. There's like other software, but like it costs money and stuff. And I don't even think I think I was using Final Cut in those days.
Nice.
Those were the days.
RickerandBond.com, everybody's favorite pod. This took us about 20 minutes to freaking do. I'm a little agitated, but I shouldn't say that out loud.
I got my
RickerandBond.com.
setup set up. I just like press a button, I'm ready to go. Of course, I
What's
don't
going
control the
on, man?
stream.
How's your day? Remember that? We used to ask that as well.
My
But
day was
usually
great.
we'd be waking up. How's your week been?
Week was fantastic. Did some work, went to the gym a lot, went to the beach with the boys.
I
Just kicked it.
I FaceTimed with Miles in Santa Monica yesterday.
Ah, yes,
Miles
Miles.
Morrow.
He loves to
Miles
frequent
Morrow.
those stomping grounds.
Is he doing comedy yet?
No, 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 no. He's putting it off just like everybody.
Ah, well.
Everybody's everybody's putting
you
off
you
their
know what A
comedy dreams.
you know what AB says? Put that shit on. You know what I mean? Have you
Yeah.
heard that song? Put
How's
that
it go?
shit on. There's a former NFL player with a rap, and I actually haven't heard it more than like 6 seconds, but I'm pretty sure it says "put that shit on."
Rap music.
Yeah, when you're you ever just walking around town and you need to put that shit on, that's
Yes,
what you got
like
to do.
yesterday when I was walking around naked and someone said put that shit on, threw me a jacket, threw me some
He's just walking
pants.
around with a jacket. Someone
Yeah.
says, "Put that shit on." That's how he actually came up with the concept for the record there. Antonio Brown.
Put that shit
Ricker and Bond,
on.
rickerandbond.com. If we do stream, I think the intro song has been nixed.
No. That's the best
It did
part.
set vibes and a little bit of jumping off of conversation. You just got to go in dry sometimes.
Raw.
Dry, raw, and, work your way to a good, moist conversation.
Yes. 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 Lubricate, as Tony said.
Rickerandbond.com, lubricate.
How's your day going?
Oh, that's probably the best one yet.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woke up
Nice.
late, didn't hit the alarm. Uh, woke up, got a text from you saying, "Hey, can we do an hour later?" And I responded when I woke up at 9:21 a.m. saying, "Yeah, we can hit 10. I got you."
Oh, nice. I was getting worried. I was like,
uh,
should I
because
not hit this last set of chest or
yeah,
should
yeah,
I
it's
leave early?
classic. It's classic. When someone doesn't respond for the pod, that's how you know. That's the only way to know if a friend of yours might potentially be deceased.
Literally, like anything else. Like, I can't think of another reason. I'll text beyond the grave. Hey, not feeling great today.
Don't think I'm gonna make it to the
Yeah.
shindig at Charlie's apartment.
Yeah. Hey, my heart stopped beating. I don't think I'll be able to pod this morning.
I saw a trailer for an indie movie that was picked up by, I think, Spotlight, the Spotlight production studio.
I
Either way,
don't know.
it was a movie of two female ladies, and they climbed up a big rusty tower for like some thrill seeking. White was their race.
Two
Just for
female ladies.
yeah, yeah. And they're climbing up. one of them dies, and then one of this chicks, she's been hallucinating the whole time, doesn't know her friend's already dead, and she tries to make it down, and she's using the phone and puts it in this chick's body to flop it over back to the terrestrial Earth, and it was called Climb or something.
What?
They were climbing a rusty structure.
Uh huh.
Okay, so it was a trope that was like a very niche situation that two people get stuck in, and then one of the friend dies, and surprise to the viewer, the alive friend doesn't know that their friend has been dead for a long time because of the severity of the traumatic experience they're currently experiencing.
Okay, wait. So are they like mountain climbers?
They're like, people that climb random towers, cell tower poles,
Oh, like
like the
they're
Russians you see in the YouTube videos.
like they're doing that for fun.
Yeah, yeah, they're doing that, I think, to like
Okay,
find themselves.
and they climb, and then one
They
of them
climb that,
dies.
yeah, and it's all rusty, and the ladder falls, and the
How does
girl's
one?
like, "Oh, hang on,"
How does
and
one
I've
fall
only
off
seen
the?
like 4 minutes of this, but you
How,
get it once you get it.
how does she die?
She falls off. She hits a structure that's lower than them, but still on the pole. So her dead body been there for a minute. Audience realizes that her body's been there for a minute, and the girl comes to like, "Oh, my friend's dead."
So does she just like keep climbing and not realize that her friend
Well, they're
fell?
stuck up there. They're stuck up there.
Uh huh.
They're on that rusty structure, and she can't get down. The other girl can't get down either because she's dead. But this alive one, really struggles with getting down. I don't know how they got down.
Well, I mean, you better just start eating the dead one, right?
Well, she's there. She's there, ready to be eaten for sure.
Yeah, it's
The
like
thing that the audience doesn't know is how long she's been dead. Are we still having good human meat to eat, or is it a little too long
I
of
think
a
human meat
time
can
span?
last a couple days, right? Just put some olive oil on that bitch and you're good, good to town.
Grab your trusty emergency olive oil for if there's a situation where you have to eat your buddy.
Some olive oil, some salt, and you're good.
Just olive oil, salt, and meat tartare.
That must be
Shout out the
interesting,
chef
though.
who branded raw meat as tartare. That's fun.
Isn't that fish?
I think if you call a nut like a deer that you haven't cooked, if you get a little lazy and you
Ew.
you shove it on a plate, you call that joint tartare, and that's what that deer meat is.
Who's the motherfucker that was like, all right, let's start eating fish raw?
I think that's probably how people ate fish in the past.
And they're just like, oh, and we just evolved to just
Yeah, and they're
be
like, no,
able
this is
to
cool. This
like.
is cool.
What if it's like actually just like the most toxic thing ever, but we've just been
It is.
eating
It's
it for
not
so long?
super healthy. Like you can get
Raw
like,
fish? I thought it was good for you.
I mean,
Oh, eating
can't you
too
get
much of it. Mercury.
whatever's in the ocean that's toxic get worked up into your blood?
I be eating sushi like a motherfucker.
Have you eaten
I
sushi like someone just like Jason Momoa?
I got all the plastic in my blood.
Is yeah, we've been there. We've had this short before. This clip's been made already. Uh is old girl, Johnny Depp girl, is she like banned from Hollywood now or what? She's still rocking it?
I'm sure she's blacklisted. I don't know who would hire her.
Whoa, whoa. I don't see color. Okay.
Yeah, well, she doesn't see work.
Hey, let's go.
the
All right, all right.
the phone hasn't been ringing.
We have a great show for you guys tonight. Triangle Fire. For
Being
everybody that
canceled.
wants a fun little bit, when you do a good one liner, a little punchline, and it's kind of cheesy. Just follow that up like, "Hey, folks, we got a great show for you tonight," because it puts people in that scenario of like, "Okay, we're in a show," and then there's a cheesy opener comedian. Just a fun tip for the folks at there at home, rickardbond.com. Yeah,
RickardandBond.com.
really, I really decided to hammer in on the .com branding, just so people know,
Uh,
rickardbond.com. That's where you go.
and it rhymes.
It rhymes. It sticks in your head. 5 stars. Rate 5 stars. rickandbond.com. Tell your friends it's your favorite pod. Pod, if you say it like you're in Maryland, rhymes with com. Pod. Com.
There's a cat right here. I don't know if you can see.
Kim Kardashian fined by the SEC for not saying that she was paid to put up an Instagram post. What's up with that, Bonchen?
Oh no. Kim, you gotta tell them when you're promoting a security, Kim. You, you stupid bitch. Just kidding.
Well,
Nah,
that's what they said in the court case. Kim, what are you doing?
she's a great young woman. Well, not young.
How old is she? 42?
She's like 42. She's old and like
Entertainment years.
yeah, she's been around for a while, huh? Wonder how
E-
she's doing.
ever since she and Ray J got it on, you know? She's
Holy
41.
shit. Just
Ah,
readying up the next wave of
generation.
Kardashian children. Yes, generation is the word I
Do you
was
think they're
looking
going to
for.
reality show their kids?
Absolutely have to.
Same brand at this point? Because this will be like, well, the young Jenners got on at like, they put that shit on when they're like 12 or 15 or something.
They got so much material. They got like 8 kids just ready to go. Just
Oh, the backlog?
dude, just fucking
Ooh,
plus Kanye
ooh,
storyline
the
going on in the
backlog.
background.
You know,
Just money.
at this point, I would probably like maybe not the whole crew, but I would want someone to record the birth. But they've had like multiple births. Maybe that's the one like cameraless experience they want. It's like, all right, let me experience this birth, huh? Or
Well,
they didn't
nah.
actually do the birth. Didn't Courtney have a little some kind of insemination there?
I think that was Kim. I think
Someone
that
had
was
some eggs with the former crackhead Lamar.
yeah. Fucking. Oh, maybe. But I know Kim. Like one of her kids was like not
Fake
grown inside of her.
digital.
Yeah, it's an NFT.
That's how you track whose mother it was.
Yeah.
So eventually we're gonna have these things called blood NFTs, right? And it's DNA encoded into your computer, and it will track what you do. That's actually quite plausible. That's probably a thing. Shout out my brain just making things that will be in the future.
Yeah. So now Kim has to pay all that money, but
It's a million. It was $1 million.
it is what it is. Isn't she a billionaire?
She's she's quite good. But one thing that was interesting that Caleb Silver of Investopedia brought up, shout out, uh, in this whole debacle of Kim Kardashian paying pocket change 1.26 million um, for disclosing that she was paid $250,000 to promote a cryptocurrency. Kim Kardashian is now in the crosshairs of the SEC, who can now have the jurisdiction of altcoins or just Instagram ads. It's just brought up, and it was quite interesting. Is SEC now saying, "All right, we got jurisdiction over these coins"? Just precedent, Bunjen.
I think it's just because it's a security. I think it's just like any security, you have to disclose that you're paid. You're paid because there's a section in the security code, section 17B. Don't ask me how I know this. I wrote a video on it for my job yesterday. That said, if it's a security, it's not enough to say this isn't financial advice or put hashtag ad. You got to put, hey, I'm being paid for this. It's like it's kind of like the same thing as promoting a stock.
Hashtag ad is crazy.
Yeah.
you could you could do a whole freaking just run of someone selling a financial asset and say hashtag ad. SEC
Hash.
said digital tokens or coins offered and sold may be securities, and those who offer and sell securities in the United States must comply with the federal securities laws, the SEC said in an order referring to a 2017 warning.
Damn. Do you think
like,
so? Wait. So
talking
like
about
NFTs are securities too, right?
uh,
What about all the celebs
it,
that pump those NFT scams?
well, there you go.
Do they also get
All right,
fined?
wasn't it? Weren't they still determining if things were securities or not?
I don't know.
They've been saying like, "Oh, it's not. It is. It isn't." And then is this now
I thought they did
SEC
say
saying
it.
these are securities?
I think they did say crypto was
Mm.
securities.
I say Bitcoin security.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, that's good
Michael Saylor
definition.
argues that it's property. The difference
Is
is
a
still being
dollar a
used.
property?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what's defined as. Let's bring in Gary Gensler, everybody.
I guess
Just kidding.
technically a dollar is property, and so you give it to someone else, then someone else's property. Or is it the property of the government?
All right now.
All
Let's not
right
get too
now.
libertarian. Let's
Speaking of
not.
libertarian,
All right, tell me
um,
what you got, dude.
so I'm like 35, 40% of the way through the Twitter book. And you know how Jack Dorsey totally just like dresses like a hippie now? Like he's
Yes,
homeless.
yes.
At first I was like, oh, that's a typical tech billionaire fucking way to dress. You have so much money now you just like want to dress like you're a bum. Because he used to dress like in suits and like just be really like well kept and shit. But I'm reading this book and now I'm thinking like no, that's just how he actually is. He's just like a fucking little libertarian
You gotta,
soy boy.
play ball for a couple years with the boys and the gals over there in whatever field you're playing in, and then once you get you get your hits up, be like, all right, hey, I got I got clout now. I'm going back to my Padres jersey.
Yeah, and now it makes so much more sense why he's on Bitcoin's cock because
Yeah,
he's just like super like
interesting.
evil.
So
Yeah.
people who didn't know that character trait that might have been in his past and a little buried by public stock company might be surprised of him being like, Bitcoin, no government. But now it was
Twitter shouldn't be a company. He was saying that because in the early days of Twitter there was a like apparently all these guys just fuck each other over. But one of the co-founders, he was like, "Hey man, like I'm not really digging this guy. I'm if you don't fire him, I'm gonna like not work on Twitter anymore, and I'm just gonna go do fashion instead."
yeah.
So like so like making
Which one did
apps
the
and web
fashion stuff?
Jack.
Was it? Oh, he did something in that realm for a minute, huh?
Yeah, he was that like making like code and shit was like his making code. Fucking making websites and shit was like his side hobby. Like what he did for work. Like his passion was fucking fashion and just like
Fashion architecture and digital realm making
yeah,
is very coincide.
something like that.
They're
Yeah.
all. I don't know the through line just yet. Architecture, you kind of get it because you're building and making things, physical world, digital world. But same thing with fashion.
Yeah, one of the
Maybe
co
it's just
yeah,
culture.
and one of the co-founders was the founder of Blogger. I didn't know that.
Classic
And Medium, which are
and
also
Medium. Shout out Mediums for when did Medium get created?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
But
f-
they're all
it-
kind of the same product when you think about it. Like
Twitter
microblogging.
Medium.
Twitter Medium
Well, because
Blogger.
because that was, I mean, the evolution of earlier internet of people putting out text content and then giving the users ability to put out text content.
Yeah, they're super they use like the term Web 2.0 quite a bit cuz like this was happening in like 2002 to 2006.
Is this book new?
I think it came out like a year ago.
Oh, so he knew someone knew there was some shuffling around in Twitter
Yeah, he
to happen.
interviewed all the founders and like a bunch of like employees and shit. But
Nice.
yeah, fucking what else is cool about Twitter? One of the guys who's a co-founder, Biz Stone, not a programmer. I'm trying to figure out like what he does. Like, I guess he's like, I guess he's the designer and like the marketer.
Biz Stone.
Yeah, but he's like one of the co-founders.
His name
He's
is
all
Biz. Okay, it's a nickname. Christopher.
yeah.
Your name's Chris, guy. Christopher Isaac Biz Stone, American entrepreneur, co-founder of Twitter. Among other tech companies, Stone was the creative director at Zynga. Wow, Zynga was the games. No, Zynga was a website that hosted weblogs. Yeah, they're in the fucking excuse my language. In the blog realm, eh?
I thought Zynga was an app store, like a game
Mm.
store.
X Z. I think ZENGA is what I'm thinking of, and they're doing XANGA,
Uh,
which was a website that hosted weblogs founded in 1999 by Mark Ginsburg, Dan Huddle, and John Hiller.
they love those blogs.
Blogging, blogging was the early internet joints, man, and it's crazy. All these platforms are just shoving like it's hard to not make video, you know.
Video is
Platforms
yeah.
are putting the shackles on people, saying, if you don't make engaging video stuff, you can't live, you know?
If you don't make videos for your business, you do not exist, dude.
There could also be like a differentiation marketing tactic where someone, probably with a good product that still moves word mouth mouth to mouth, uh, Explicit's like, hey, we only put out blogs and there's no videos ever. And that's how people are like, hey, these guys did good enough to not put out video. Wow. Look at them go.
Look at them go.
All we do is publish on Tumblr. Does Tumblr have a video feature?
Tumblr does have a video feature. Tumblr is a good case study of how to burn investor value, shareholder value. I think Yahoo paid $1 billion for Twitter in like 2012 or something, and then it was sold in like
Tumblr.
2019 for like 3 million.
That's just Yahoo dropping the ball and stuff.
That's like, I don't know. I guess like because I guess that was around the same time Instagram was bought by Facebook, and they turned that into like a semi-profitable thing.
Text to image to video.
But like I don't know. Something about Tumblr was fucking. It's not very like mobile friendly too. Tumblr is like a fucking thing you want to be on your computer.
Tumblr was probably the evolution of 05, 06 blogs. They're like, all right,
Tumblr was a slick product.
this is what we're gonna this is the bridge to the future of what you guys are using right now. And it's gonna be a bunch of soft porn.
Yeah, Tumblr loved that fucking porn, dude.
Loved that soft black and white, just silhouette stuff.
That founder walked away with a hefty chunk of change. I think
Tumblr.
like yeah, I think like 250 mil.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Gonna bring the Zoom back up. Still live on Restream, so don't whip your Wii out. This is where all the fun folk see the behind the scenes, huh?
Kitty, stop it.
Uh,
Deny your
probably gonna,
instincts.
man. These services really have their billing cycles. I bought them all during the winter season.
They need that money because Uncle
Uh,
Jeff is
I can't
knocking
hear
at
you.
their door saying,
Why would I not be able to hear you on Restream? That seems. Ah, that's better. In that Zoom, probably gonna cop. probably probably need to cop a Pro Zoom there. Put that S on. If you put that S on, bro.
S?
Uh, coming back to live recording in just a few
Howie,
seconds. I want to see.
your booty, girl.
Not what I was gonna say. I'm trying to find these Dorsey Musk texts.
Hey man, please buy Twitter, man. I'm so tired of this shit. I just want to focus on Bitcoin with my boy Michael.
Coming back to Zoom. Back at it like a crack addict. No podcast listener knew we were gone, but we're back.
We're back.
Tumblr got away with a hefty price. You know what else got away with a hefty price there, Bonjin?
Quibi.
Quibi was also like a classic Ricker and Bond clip that we talked about. I don't know why it was so ingrained in like just the lore of what I think about when I'm scrolling through Ricker and Bond, but that Quibi era really just came and went.
Quibi was ahead of its time. People were people
You
weren't
know
ready
why?
for Quibi.
Because Beast was talking about it too. He was like, um, it was unshareable, so you couldn't go viral with like TV show stuff. Same thing with Apple TV, low key, and podcasting, like the Apple ecosystem. You
Was it
can't share
unshareable?
stuff; it goes black. I can't share. I can't record like a pod. Can I record a podcast? Yes, I can. But I can't record Apple Music. I can't do. Maybe that's some copyright stuff. But they do not enjoy that swipe up, press the red button for their content.
Do you have you heard of Be Real?
I have heard it. I didn't realize that I posted about it like a good like month ago or so because it was I was strolling through the App Store. And it was the
Uh-huh.
number one social media app. Does this app only allow you to post once a day?
Yeah.
It does, huh?
Post once a day and
Someone did the Gary Vee joint.
huh?
Remember that? Gary Vee, some months ago, maybe a year ago, said, imagine the app that allows people just to post once a day. So I made it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So yeah, you post once a day, and then it like deletes at the end of the day. Um, but and you, I guess you're supposed to take a picture when it notifies you, but no one does. But the reason I know about it is because people were posting it on Instagram,
Hmm.
and that's also how I found out about TikTok. People posting their TikToks to Instagram.
Hmm.
That may be the way to break in a new
Instagram
viral
really
trend.
got that hold on the zeitgeist right now. It'll eventually break, but man,
People shit on Instagram, bro, but like Instagram is
it's the digital town square right now.
so
Well, see, okay,
ingrained in
so let me
culture.
let me say this again. Um, so I was reading, as you do,
Reading.
uh,
Go watch TV now.
oh man, I was
Ah!
read I was I
No.
was read it as I do, uh, and I was reading. Yeah, this is from A16Z, if you will. First of all, I'm gonna say that intro again, but Z, like Z, a different way people say Z in different countries, right? You're in
Mhm.
British or like New Zealand or some joints, maybe like South Africa, you say Z, right? It's
Y-
three letters. How do you spell when you spell a letter? Do you spell it out phonetically or you just say X? This is X. This is the letter X. You don't say EX, do you?
Nah, I just say Z.
The letter Z has three letters in it. How's a letter gonna have letters inside of it?
Dog,
Hmm?
let's talk about W. What the fuck is going on there?
Oh, let's talk about it. I've been thinking about W for the past 3 months.
Fucking
It's two V's.
Vitalik Buterin said we should change it to Dub.
Well, Vitalik's a double agent. All right, let's put. I'm just kidding. We should change it to
Probably
Dub. You know, I do.
A
I do.
B
I do
C
kind of like
D
that.
E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R X T. Yeah, double. What the fuck? That's like double U. That's three syllables.
What are we doing? Z for you cats, for foreign cats. Get that out of here. You can't have multiple letters inside of a letter.
Imagine.
And I guess W. I guess there's multiple, but even with the multiple phonetic syllables, there's only you say this is W. You text it to semantically and say this is W. You get an idea of people pursing their lips and saying "wha."
How do you spell W? Double.
Yeah, you don't say W, Doubleu. You put two V's next to each other, and then that's how someone knows this is the what I'm trying to convey to you
It's
in your mind.
W.
Anyway, you got me riled up.
God damn it.
You got me riled up about these phonetic spellings of the alphabet, man. It all stems from I, back in the day, these Egyptian cats. You ever heard the Egyptians?
Never.
They be having all these letters and stuff, and they're like, "Yo, let's put this down a little bit, huh?" I didn't tell that story yet. Well, I was reading the other day, Bonjan. You ever read a book before? Ever read something online?
Never. Ever.
You-
I hate reading.
okay, I can barely. I have to
I
read your
hate
lips
reading.
make
Bleh.
um, I was reading, and I was reading some research that a venture capitalist firm puts out, and they cited a Google exec talking at some conference. This Google exec said very colloquially, he's like, yeah, like 40% of young people, Gen Z, they don't use Google Maps and search. They're over searching for stuff on Instagram and TikTok. We've talked about search on TikTok before, but boy, I'm officially old because I would never in my right mind, in my left mind, think I'm gonna try to find a restaurant. Let me look it up on TikTok.
Did you say they don't use Google Maps?
These young heathens. This is
Interesting.
this is what the senior vice president said. Google's senior vice president, Prabhakar Raghavan, runs Google's knowledge and um, information. They're not
Mm.
using Google search. They're not using Google Map.
You know what? That actually makes sense because whenever my mom goes somewhere, or whenever we go somewhere as a family, she'll send a bunch of TikToks to the group chat saying we should do this. Let's go to this restaurant. Let's go
No
to this.
way.
Yeah, dude. I'm like,
Really
yeah. She'll
interesting.
she'll just search
She's
the
on the
most boring
talks.
shit.
She's
Yeah.
she's she's a bunch of food on the talk.
I don't know what she watches, but she's scrolling for days, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an interesting habit of a non Gen Z human in America.
I think
Okay,
I
let me
think
say.
if I don't know. I don't want to be too general. I feel like a lot of girls do that, like regardless of their age.
Sure.
I feel like a lot of girls do that. I feel like guys use TikTok like for like funny shit more. At least my opinion.
Yeah. From my experience, food and like clothes and like other people's personal like vacation stuff from what I see on female social media.
That's interesting.
You know what my mother loves with a passion, bro?
What?
There's this couple has a kid and a dog, man and a wife.
Shaytards too. Is he gonna cheat on her? Why can't
They're
we have a
probably
pure family?
because you're on content. This husband and wife plant balloons around their house filled with shaving cream and pop the balloon off to hit their significant other, and shaving cream goes everywhere. My mother
What's
watches
on
this
TikTok?
content, Instagram, but I'm sure they're on TikTok. She howls and loves it like no other. Now, I can usually find the humor in a lot of things. And like, you know that one friend in your group, you show something funny and it's just like blank face.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
usually not that. I show if I show something to someone, sometimes they're like blank face. I'm like, all right, you laugh at weird things, but I'm completely blank faced for this man and woman putting shaving cream balloons on each other, and my family member absolutely adores and is just enamored by this content. It's
that's
like a
amazing.
monkey howling, dude. It's I just I look at it and I say this is the evolution of a primate.
My friend's son is 3 and he loves watching videos of tires running over like just shit.
Yeah.
There's like a car just backing up over just like a water bottle full of pennies or something.
Hmm.
Billions, gajillions of views, trillions of views.
I was strolling through the YouTube uh trending, and it's a lot of gaming, but this is also like there's different tags, but this is just the front page of what's trending. A whole lot of gaming. At the time I was looking, it was about Ned Fulmer cheating on his wife. Let's talk about it.
Let's
Let's
talk. Let's
talk
get
about it.
Ned. No, I honestly never watched Try Guys in my life, but
it's
I
it's
love a good cheating scandal.
it's it's born and bred out of um what's the publication they were on? Oh God, here goes
BuzzFeed.
there you go. It's content born out of BuzzFeed.
Oh God, I
Um,
gotta add the BuzzFeed humor too.
a lot of cooking, a lot of A lot of cooking. A lot of cooking also with the trending. Like you see with the
Imagine.
good mythical stuff is just eating stuff now. Like
I don't
Mr.
know who that is.
And
Do
who are
they
they?
do they interview people?
Remember come again?
Do they interview people on that show? Do they have
They have
guests?
guests on that eat with them.
Are they fat?
No.
Thank God.
Which is I mean probably unhealthy artery wise, but they're both lengthy men.
Probably go to the gym.
They probably just
I'm sure
bulimic
Red
at this
does.
point. They just
What?
throw up after
Yeah.
like a freaking teenage girl in college. Um, but TikTok sending food videos, eh? It makes sense. Like I said, let me say it makes sense to you have another dimension of seeing food and atmosphere, really putting like imagining it in your mind. And maybe it's like a left brain, right brain thing where some people just want to like let me get the whole feel and vibe of like literally so it's the precursor to being digitized and like walking through the restaurant itself.
Hmm.
Instead of
Hmm.
Star Trek virtual popping up and VR in the restaurant to see what the food looks like and how it feels, so you get a cool vibe. You go to TikTok and see a 2-dimensional 7-second video.
And then you hear that lady's robot voice. You've got to try this peach cobbler at this place. It's to
Yeah,
die for.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
went.
yeah.
I went there with
Personalized,
my boyfriend.
personalized
We.
AI voices. Oh,
It
on
was
TikTok, you're on
yummy.
TikTok.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, that travel, food, all that. People get quite enamored by.
I was reading that Meta is going to be putting even more advertisements on Instagram because they were not profitable this quarter. So you're going to be seeing ads in your profile now.
My
So
profile. That's
yes.
so it's very interesting to, especially with that, get a feeling for like space in digital realms where profiles like you're putting an ad in my home in my
Straight
space.com.
up, do you think they would never do this? But do you think if they were like, you know what, fuck all the silly shit. Instagram's $5 a month. No ads, $5 a month. How? What percentage of users do you think would pay?
If there's Apple Pay,
It's the easiest possible. Just like
ah,
you can like link your Apple to it so you never see it. I
how
think a
many
lot of
people?
people would use it. Like,
Yeah, especially a lot of business exists there. That is where your digital business exists, personal brand exists. Because like I said, it's the digital town square other than Twitter, and it's just a different lane than Twitter as well. Both town squares in their own right, but they're both like it's like town hall and then downtown.
and I don't even know if they would make. I don't even know if that would be more profitable than their current model. But like, what if they're like, if we do this because you guys are paying customers, we'll listen to you more. We won't be like tracking you if you want
You
fucking
can talk to the
chronological
CEO of
feed.
Instagram in the DM.
Yeah, like because I think Kylie Jenner or something made a post. She was like, "Yo, remember when Instagram used to just be like your friends and like less video bullshit? Now
Yeah.
they're trying to be TikTok." And the CEO was like, "Yeah, we're trying to be TikTok, and we're gonna keep trying to be TikTok because that's they're killing us right now. Like, we laid off so many. Like, what are we gonna do?" So
That CEO pops up from time to time. Have you ever tried to like dive into that creator content that Instagram puts out? Like they got
a
guides
little
like
bit.
in the app, and it's pretty like they should try to tap into like what YouTube did when they were doing the YouTube partner stuff, and they really tried to nurture creators on
Yeah.
YouTube. They do that, and it's pretty helpful. Like it's not helpful. It's but it's kind of hard to find.
Instagram is it's a fucking mess. It's also like still what is it? 12 years? 12 years of Instagram.
That's about the time where social media plateaus,
15 years of YouTube. I remember when I saw the Social Network movie with my mother in theaters. Instagram didn't even exist, barely,
eh?
and that seems like not that long ago. Somebody
uh,
could have saw that movie, been like, I want to make a fucking Facebook competitor, and it could have been what Instagram is now.
it probably was.
I
Dude,
looked it up. Instagram was around like 4 or 5 months before that movie came out, but it's very
okay.
close. Very close. It was nothing for years. It was a fucking not for years. It was a location based check in app,
Yeah,
but that was Yelp or no Foursquare at the time. So they just said let's just do pictures.
I recall Foursquare. I never used it, but I know the name. Yeah, relatively very small amount of time with all these things, but we said it last episode too. The like if you're a younger person that is only as old as those social media platforms, it seems like forever just because you have less time on earth.
Oh
And
yeah.
if you're like a 50-year-old, you see it in a blink of an eye just because that's how time goes.
Huh. Shit. So there's very cause like let me think. Cause I think I'm about the same age as Google
Yeah,
or around that age.
we are the YouTube equals TV generation, but that also means we were like teens when YouTube was gaining traction. So
Yeah.
if you're a teen right now and TikTok is gaining traction, you're gonna be so native to this next evolution of search and ads. And same thing with YouTube. YouTube changed how now 20 mid 20s search for things online.
I
And that's
wonder.
being changed at least 40%. If 40% of young people are searching on TikTok, then that habit will be ingrained in the next 10 years.
So weird. Kids are weird.
40% of young people, bro.
40. Man, that doesn't make sense.
so
That's a lot. Almost half. Are you kidding me? No.
this is
Google.
what this is this
Nobody
is
says TikTok it.
this is true, but we're also a little out of the outside of that. That's what I'm saying. If
Are are we really? No.
we're a little outside of it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are.
like this is what I was saying when I was reading this. I made a little piece I'm putting up on Instagram, but it's like okay, I know I'm officially old because if a Google exec, this is what he says. Um, this man is the senior vice president. He runs Google Knowledge and Information Organization. Uh, he's talking about Google's products and the use of AI. Says we keep learning over and over again that new internet users don't have the expectations and the mindset that we have become accustomed to. The queries they ask are completely different, which is interesting. What's the queries they ask?
What are they
He
looking
says
up?
in our
Can we
studies
interview
something
an
like,
11-year-old?
huh?
We need to interview an 11-year-old and ask them when they want to know something, what do they search?
Yeah, yeah. So this is what he says colloquially, right? He says, in our studies, something like almost 40% of young people, when they're looking for a place for lunch, they don't go to Google Maps or search, they go to TikTok or Instagram. What kind of newfangled little whippersnapper doesn't go to Google Maps to find a restaurant?
So right now I'm on TikTok.com. They were pretty
Oh,
okay.
God.
They were pretty okay website. I looked up Los Angeles restaurants.
Yeah.
And of course I gotta log in.
Yeah, TikTok desktop is like, it's uncanny valley. It's like, this is made for not this, eh?
Alright, let me fucking log into this shit.
They go to Instagram. Imagine going to Instagram to find food.
I can see that. I can see
A
that.
lot of
So
people
like
can. I feel like most, like 40% of people can.
so
but it's absolutely. I want to say something less dire than absurd, but boy, G Willikers, like, give me a Google map to, see what's
I
good.
I can see how this is better now. Kinda. I don't know if you
Let me-
can see
Tell
it,
me why.
but
Tell me why.
I'm just scrolling and it's just like
You see
first of
everything.
all,
It's a new
I
dimension.
I'm getting a view of the vibe of the
You get
restaurant. I,
you get the new dimension.
you
Like
don't
just
get
like
that. Yeah, you don't get that on Google Maps. You don't get the vibe of it. You just get the menu and where it is.
The evolution of the internet, it gives you just evolution of digitization to physicalization. Like I say, you go from one-dimensional blog to two-dimensional blogs you can share with people. You go from Tumblr, one-sided, you can see your friends and you can comment. Comments give you another dimension. TikTok and YouTube gave you another dimension from text to video. Uh, TikTok went from super scrolly Instagram photos to super scrolly, uh, super addictive full screen video, a tiny bit more immersive. So the more immersive you make an experience, that is where the world is projected to go, Bonjan.
People used to hate vertical video.
So you get the vibe. But if I'm on Instagram, San Diego restaurants, like maybe if I go into Reels,
Instagram is a pretty clean desktop app too. Talk about desktop like that matters. No one uses desktop. Let's log into Instagram.
unique spots to visit in San Diego. But that's also like I gotta put my habits, my habit lens on of not me because I'm not if I'm not traveling, I'm not looking up like foodie places to go. And I guess that's what consumers do. They get money and then go shopping and buy food. like
Dude,
like I'm an alien to the world.
top 10 bars in Los Angeles,
Oh,
California.
tell me I'm top. What are the top three? Can you get it? Is it a 3D experience you're experiencing right now?
No, I'm trying
It
to
looks like
turn
you're.
this up. Trying to turn up the volume.
It looks like you're projecting an AR image into the room you're sitting in. That arcade sucks, bro.
Oh,
It's actually kind of fun.
horrible UI
TikTok, Instagram.
for the iPad.
Oh.
Play, you stupid motherfucker.
If you're trying to find the dopest place in LA, I got the bar for you. It's 82. It's arcade. It's fun. It's hip. It's fresh. It's sexy. You know, you come here, you have a good time with your friends.
All right.
Bring your in-laws. Bring your
go.
family members.
In-laws.
Whoever. Everyone's gonna have a
It's
good
funny
time
because he's
here.
showing people
You know,
not
the
having a
games
good
are
time.
cheap, the drinks are
I like
cheap.
the.
It's just
You
showing
come
sad
here,
people.
you just make memories. You
It's
just memories,
very
you post it on Instagram,
mid 20 dude.
you know, tag all your people, you let everyone know.
Do you think that is? Did you pick a man that probably represents your mindset, or did you think that's programmed into your algo?
This is. I just looked up Los Angeles bars and it just came up.
Ah,
It's probably a little.
TikTok knows that you're a young millennial man.
It knows I'm not a fucking
Yo, dude.
man that wants to go to fucking.
Yo,
And the
dude, we
next
got
one's a
this
black
sick
guy.
bar. There's games. You can bring your in-law. Nothing like bringing your in-laws to an arcade bar.
It's pretty innocuous door that you can find on the street. I walked past it a couple times, but once you get inside, it's got a really nice ambiance to it that's tailored after the Prohibition area. They usually have burlesque shows on Tuesdays and then live music on Wednesdays and Thursdays. This day they had a live DJ, which was pretty fun, and everyone was up dancing. They have a lot of specialty cocktails, which are typically gin inspired. I enjoyed a few of those, but really like their s'mores old fashioned, which was my favorite. It's a pretty cool vibe overall. I definitely suggest coming here if you just want to have a chill, fun night. Make sure you get a reservation if you come on a night to have a show.
So
This next bar is
now
Death and Co., which is in downtown.
we are in the era
I've been to that bar.
of tangential physical experience, and by physical experience I mean one-to-one taking in an experience like you're a person, right? But now we are in the video form of intaking a physical experience by way of someone else showing you on video what that vibe is. Instead of feeling the vibe for yourself, it's all about vibe feels, one-to-one experiences, right? Right now I'm in this room and I can feel the vibe in this room because I'm inside of it and it hits my brain. Right now we can't do brain to restaurant very easy. So you get TikTok videos of young dudes saying, yo, dude, this place right here, dude, sick vibes.
Definitely want to check out the S'mores Old Fashioned Death and Co. Arts District. It was truly a vibe. Definitely recommend. 10
That's
10 out of
that's
10.
travel niche, dude.
The
You
vibe was great.
you get comped for restaurants wanting you to get views and reach. It's the ball is in the creator court right now, man.
I love being a 20 something.
I was saying, um,
It's gonna happen when the brands run out of money.
when the brands run out of money,
Run out of ad money to pay the creators.
I, you find younger people that don't know price yet. Maybe
Damn.
I was listening to a some Vaynerchuk content, and they were talking about YouTubers, Paul and KSI.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of money, beast. And I was saying that it's taken these people literally quite literally a decade of content creation and curating their art form, and it's like just hitting a point where the momentum is kicking up for like personal brands. Sure, they already have like millions and stuff, but the it's like an influx point for all these YouTubers that are getting a jump off place to make their own companies and brands. And
Not
Okay.
only that, I was thinking about this too. When all those guys you mentioned 5, 6 years ago, when they were making videos that sucked and they were in high school, not only did they not have the skills that they have now, I think age plays a part in it too. I think there's something about being a little bit older and then having a bunch of young kids look up to you, because nobody wants to like, if the most followed person on YouTube's 13 years old, like people really won't really look up to that the same way they look up to like Mr. Beast, who's fucking
Sure,
24, 25, you know?
sure.
So like to us, Mr. Beast is like just a guy, not just a guy, a fucking guy, but to like a 13-year-old, he's a fucking grown ass man, you know?
Yeah.
And it's easy to
He's
follow a grown
Rockhopper.
ass man. Yeah. Rockhopper. Rockhopper.
Yeah. The audience is somewhat baked into having so someone to look up to and be like, all right, this person has done something that I can aspire toward. Same thing with like jobs and stuff, like and CEOs of people if people admire like business people or like a freaking religious leader or something, the audience wants to aspire something for themselves. They see someone else accomplish it, and then the other person is like, "All right, y'all can do it too," and they're like,
You
"Yeah,
just gotta believe, man. You just gotta make a video
dude."
every day for 10 years.
But yeah, that is all you got to do. Like, you got to be good and talented, and you'll probably learn how to do it in like the third year if you.
Did you see that video? Some girl was like, "Hey Gary, I've been making YouTube videos every day. Not every
Yeah,
day.
you got to switch it up.
Making videos for 3 years, and I still get
And
30 views.
and I was like, "Yikes, dude!
Like,
R&B down bad."
you just get a job.
That was funny though, because it was like it was one of the moments that probably isn't publicized a lot, where it's like, oh, you've been doing it for 5 years and it hasn't worked. Yeah, you got to switch it up.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's good too.
Yeah,
That's good for people to
you have
know.
learned that
That
is
you're
not
not funny,
optimal.
you're ugly, you suck at YouTube, and go work at McDonald's, you stupid bitch.
Maybe not McDonald's. You kind of trailed off there at the end with the inspirational, aspirational stuff. You got to tweak that a little
It
bit.
got a little personal. I
Yeah,
was
but
just
tweak that
recounting
on.
my
Yeah, yeah.
recounting my meeting with Gary.
You're like the one person he's a dick to. He's like, yeah, you got to stop, bro.
I said, "Hey man, can you
You're
listen
not
to my
one of the
podcast?"
ones. Yeah.
He's like, "This is the worst thing I've ever heard."
This is
Like,
not one of the ones.
I tell people they got time. You ain't got time, bro.
You're gonna die tomorrow,
This podcast
and I'll make
doesn't have-
sure of it.
Like, oh man, like everybody on this planet will be dead by the time this podcast reaches 1,000 people.
But you know, he would see those views. He'd be like, "Ew, oh my god." Mr. Beast would like just even sense the low views and just not be near it. He would just skirt away.
I would.
But you know what Gary Vee would say? You like, you guys been like really just like going hard, huh? He's like, you guys don't care about the views, huh? He's like, all right, dude, I feel that.
like, hey man,
You guys don't care that you're absolutely giving no entertainment or educational value to whoever's listening, do you?
You never,
He's
you know,
like,
like when your homie has a girlfriend that's ugly, and you're like, as long as you're happy, bro. It's kind of that same energy.
hey man, people need that energy. You know, this is what people need. People need a couple dudes every Saturday waking up at 9 a.m. and just talking about news they see is on Friday and saying, "Hey, dude, did you see homie freaking fell down the stairs? What's up with that?" That's what people need. You know, none of this. Oh, better your life. Become a good, get skills and aspire and help people aspire to what they want to be, dude. Like, come on, dude. Let's differentiate. Finally, just finally two young mid-20-year-olds just making a pod. You know, who hasn't seen that?
Who hasn't seen that? Fuck.
So if you're out there, don't chase your dreams. You're not gonna want to. You know, you can't. You can't do what we do.
You can't obtain heights like we've obtained.
You can't do. You're not us. All right.
If you don't get started when you're 11, it's already too late.
You're too late, dude.
It's if
You
you're
know.
not a famous singer by the time you're 15 and a half, give up.
Working out isn't gonna help. All right. You can do 100 push-ups a day. You can hit the bench, bro. You can get ripped. It's not gonna help your brain chemistry, man.
If the first time you pick up a guitar is 16 years old, way too late. Way too late.
If you don't have both your parents and just a good solid middle class reserve backing you right now, listen to me. You're not gonna make it. All right.
If your tummy kind of hurts, you're not gonna make it.
That was a little trail off. There's a direct inverse correlation to the amount of aspiration that we give people to the amount of views we attract. So if there's no views right now, just the opposite of aspiration.
Because people aren't hungry for this content. They're not ready for it yet.
They're not ready. You,
We're
you know
ahead of our
that. You know
time.
that's what it is, dude. People don't deserve us.
Bro, you know, like Kanye said, he said people watch interviews of me from 10 years ago, and they say,
Hey,
"Oh, that was the greatest
hey,
interview ever."
what's
They
up,
didn't like it back
2032?
then.
What's going on, cats at 2032? Way to get on board.
Yeah,
That's
but
hilarious.
the only one that's gonna be rocking with us on the throne when we're at Mr. Beast level is Peter, because he's been here in the
Peter.
streets with us, fucking grinding.
The one chick who was with us who got a shirt out of here couldn't do it.
Fuck that.
The other
bitch.
chick, the other girl who was like she had a daughter or something. She was rocking with us on Instagram Live. Hella, dude. She's dead to me, dude. she's out
Yeah.
the fam, bro. But Peter, it's not like Peter has like hit us up recently or like being like, oh, thanks for shouting me out. But
He was trying to hang out in LA, and
yeah, but that was 3 years ago.
I
I like the motif of Peter being the day one loyal.
Peter starved.
Yeah,
with
'cause
us,
he
and
was,
will
he
feast
was.
with us.
Peter will be the one. All right, you're taking us with you. When at the heights of just Goldman Sachs trading level of media conglomerate, Tyler Perry's own, of the evolution of digitization to physical and physical to digital. Peter from Norway will have his own wing in the new XR wing of the best.
Peter,
Thank
if you're listening to this, I will pay your rent for 10 years. Just kidding.
The joke of saying what up to people in 2032 because no one's rocking with you in the present that's the kind of delusion that folks need, you know. What's up? Cats in 2032, what's up, dude?
How come no one listens to your podcast?
Don't worry about it. We don't need them.
Because, son.
In 2032, having a kid.
2082.
Because, you know, it's just not time, you know. The Lord Muhammad hasn't willed it. You don't have enough to give yet, you know. We're building up the amount to give to Peter, to the MSG live from the Comedy Store 5-minute set. It's because we haven't finished a set yet.
People just take.
Once you have a 60-minute set, then they will come, you know.
It'll come. All
Is your set tight
really
yet?
Gotta take a piss.
Thanks for listening, everybody. RickandBond.com, live on YouTube every Saturday, live
Every
on
Saturday.
Twitch every Saturday. It will be on twitch.tv/CallerJohn because you can subscribe and you can get money from it. and there's a couple people that rock with me over there. So thanks for rocking with me. If you're on college, you're on. This is rickerandbond.com. It rhymes. There's a cat.
This is
To everybody
the
listening now, you're basically betting on like the Amazon when they sold books. So we're booksellers right now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so buy our crypto, buy our social token.
By Ricker and Bond coin.
Would never. Would never.
500% burned. Devs doxed. Fair,
Devs doxed.
Fair release.
Just
Join
all
our
the
Discord.
all the hot. Dude, I was listening to Teal was talking about hot words of like all these hot words that these companies put in front of their product. It's because it's bad. That's because their company's bad.
So tired. of
Founders
people
docs,
saying
dude.
Provide value.
Ricker and Bond been doxed for a minute, dude. You've known us, and you know back in 2020 and 2021 when there was a bull market and there was money being pumped into the economy because there was free money and everybody could take a loan out with no interest. It wasn't cool to be doxed, and you know inflation hedge and all that stuff. People don't care about it. Decentralization. People don't care about it anymore. You know that's the old narratives. Now it's just like banks are in. Let's go, dude. Let's get.
Yeah, let's call that guy we talked about what 4.0. He gets us. He's ahead of his
I
time.
did talk to him. The other day. I'm doing a piece on a couple people. But yeah, he gets it. He knows social credit and all that. China was ahead of its time. Let's put it what it is.
China knows. What's up? All right, y'all.
Shout out to the ruler of China, rickerandbond.com. Rate 5 stars. Tell your friends it's the best pod you've ever listened to. The 5.
Oh,
That's why Gary does 5. Rate 5 stars. Ricker and Bond.
I was trying to think of a Gary Vee joke, but I couldn't.
Rickerandbond.com. Steve Jobs, Gary Vee, Ricker and Bond. What do they all have in common? You're listening to them early.
They're all the creators of YouTube.
A little bit of history of Twitter, a little bit of how to become an aspirational person, a little bit of cats.
A little bit. What else do we talk about? Oh yeah,
TikTok
no, not
search.
Beyonce. Kim Kardashian has to pay
Kim
money
Kardashian, TikTok searching, or people leaving Google to search for food
because
they
they
are.
can't read.
because they can't read. No one can read.
Yeah.
Rickerandbond.com. Rate 5 stars. Tell your friends it's your favorite pod. Streaming live on YouTube every Saturday. Streaming live on Twitch every Saturday. In your ears right now because it's a Monday. Thanks for listening.
That's right. That's right. Enjoy it.
Later.
Later.
See you restream. Gonna have to definitely remember to stop restream now and again. Gonna
where I
go
whipped out
over.
my willy.
See ya. Oh, there was a
Willy
chat?
almost whipped it out.
Oh, it was freaking John is Rusty, bro. What up, dog? That was about an hour ago.
Yo.
I can't hear you, but thanks for listening, everybody. If you're watching this, you're in the cool